Okay, we're looking to get the center of gravity for some shape. So first one is a triangle. So we're going to draw it on the front plane in Solidworks. So with the X and Y in the right direction. And we're just going to draw a triangle any size, roughly the shape that it is. We'll use our smart dimension to add in the actual size. The important thing is that we draw the corner of the triangle at 0, 0. So we can use Solidworks coordinate system to detail to get our right reference. So that's our basic shape. We're going to extrude that. The extrusion doesn't matter. We'll extrude at 5 millimeters, but that doesn't matter. So we have our shape drawn there, and what we can do in SolidWorks is go to evaluate and go to mass properties. And in mass properties, it tells us here the center of mass in millimeters based on the coordinate system that we have. And we can select create center mass feature up here, which gives us a center mass feature. So we can close that off, and you can see we have a center of gravity feature. We can't see that. We have to right click and up here the eye, the filter, and turn on center of gravity. And now that's the center of gravity. If we just save that as the triangle part, and then we create a new drawing of that part. We can pick any sheet we like there. We can pull in the triangle shape into our sheet, and we can select the drawing view, and underneath the drawing view we'll find the part. We can right click and show the center of gravity. This will allow us then to dimension not only the triangle but the position for the center of gravity. Okay, like so. And we're going to fit our other shapes onto this sheet here as well, so we can just tidy that up and pull it over here a second. So we have our shape or the center of gravity, and we can do the exact same for our semicircle. So a new part again, and we're going to sketch on the front plane again because the XY is very important, and we're going to sketch a full circle. We're going to put on a radius or diameter of 300 millimeters, which is 150 radius. I'm just going to draw a line straight across there like that. I'm going to trim it, use the power trim, and cut across like that. Now there's my semicircle drawn with the origin on the center. I'm going to accept that, exit the sketch, and again extrude it 5 or 10 millimeters. The extrusion doesn't matter. And yet again, I go to evaluate, mass properties, create center mass feature. I can see here the coordinate, by the way, of the center mass, and I can close that off. So there's my center mass. I need to go to my view here and just switch on center mass features, save the file. That's whatever you like to save it. And when I go back to my original drawing that I've done of the triangle, I can use the view palette over on the right hand side, and I can change the part from the triangle to the semicircle, and again pull in the front view of the semicircle like so. I can select the semicircle and drawing view 2, it's called semi there, and center mass, right click on that and hit show. Now I'm able to put a radius on the part, and I'm able to get a Y coordinate dimension on my drawing. 2 places decimal is fine. Just to make these a wee bit smaller, because I want to fit all the shapes on the one sheet, I can right click on sheet format, hit properties, and reduce this here maybe to 1:3, a bit smaller. So I should be able to fit the rest of the shapes on this sheet. Okay, we're going to the third shape, which is the I-beam. So we can just do a new file again, new part. Okay, and this time it's very important that we do the sketch on the XY plane again, and we need to reference this center point. So the way to do that is to draw a thing called a midpoint line on the midpoint and come out each side. Okay, then just basically draw a simple shape. The rough shape that you want. Okay, so this is the shape, and then we worry about the size. So this down here is 200 millimeters. This is 25. This is 25. This also is 25. This is 150. Okay, now we need to square things up. So what we can do here is we can drag these various shapes, but the best way to do it is to draw a center line from the origin straight up through the part. Okay, and I'm going to select that edge, hold control on your keyboard, the center line and the right line, and make them symmetrical. All right, I do the exact same down here. Left hand side, hold control on your keyboard, center line and right hand side, and make them symmetrical. And again, left hand side, control on the keyboard, center line, right line, and make symmetrical. So now that shape is fully symmetrical, and the last dimension I'm just missing there is 200 millimeters in the middle, and that's your shape. Okay, we got this crazy here. We can just drag that up to it snaps over, or we could actually dimension this again if you really wanted to at 25. That's fine, and same with this one here. We could dimension this up here at 200, which is fine. So that's our shape. We exit our sketch, and we features extrude. Again, 5 or 10 millimeters doesn't matter. We go to evaluate, go to mass properties, and we see the 114.77 on the Y. We create a center mass feature, and we close that off. We'll save that, I-beam, and hit enter. Okay. Now when we go to our drawing sheet again, we can go to our view palette. We can check our parts and pick I-beam and pull in our front view of the I-beam. Then when we select our part here, we see that's in drawing view 3. We can go down and right click on the center mass and hit show. Now that allows us to draw the dimensions on the part, and we can check that the center of gravity is actually 114.77, and we can draw the rest of the dimensions on the component as well, just for completion. So you can move that down there, and we can continue on with the other sheets, the other components as per the lab.